He'll take the knee, and the final couple seconds will tick by in this first half. So we reach halftime with the visiting Bears out on top here. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime.
Both teams making their final preparations for the second half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Prescott's throw going to be caught by Gallup. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. To the air again, Prescott. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Off the play fake, Prescott. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
I didn't like the play call. I loved it. Running situation for sure on 4th and short. They got the defense to commit too many men in the box to stop the run and have the guts to go for the pass instead, and as a result, they're set up 1st and goal.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. CeeDee Lamb is intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now, the way they've moved the ball in this drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Pulls it in at the 13. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
On 2nd and 9, Fields gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Fields now to throw. And that is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in by Cooper here. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Prescott on 3rd and 2. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense will take over right at midfield. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running left, Montgomery. Breaks through the contact. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a run with Montgomery. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And his kick is no good. Oh, by the slimmest of margins, he missed it wide to the left.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Cowboys on third down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Lamb. And he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And some room to roam now. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play that time on the catch and run. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Now Pollard. And able to get this out to the 25. So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-15. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And he fires one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Breaks the tackle. Now an alley. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. So they took their shot. That was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now an option play on 2nd down. And for a 2nd straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Cowboys about set to take over on offense. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
To throw, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in. Complete. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow. 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 I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone again, and he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the two-point conversion. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A first down carry by Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott, flushed out right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. Now Prescott.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are right back in this football game.
Well, partners, still a head-scratcher to me how this one ended, down 3.